So here's the rules for parks. Now that you know the rules, we can get going. You'll see here that I'm on Parks 31, but I'm going to go ahead and do Parks 1 through 7. You'll see that I'm all the way to level 31, but in my playlist, I actually didn't include levels 1 through 7, and I want to go back and redo them all. They should be very simple, and I'll actually explain the rules to you now on how Parks works so you understand. So let's just go back and completely restart. So the way that Parks works is up here you have this tree, and this tree basically means that every row and column and shaded region includes one tree. So obviously this one here must be a tree. And also trees cannot be directly adjacent or directly diagonal. So all of these are empty. And then we just kind of continue like this, and we should be able to solve everything quite easily. And that's how you play parks. And there you go. So this is an ad, but we will do the other ones now, just so you guys like fully understand the rules. So let's do the second one, and I can kind of already see the solution, but it's fine. I like to redo it anyway. So because there has to be a tree in here, we know that these two are cleared. And how do you solve this actually? Oh, I see. There can't be a tree in here or here because it would block yellow. And there can't be a tree here or here because it would block gray. And that's how you deduce um, kind of this stuff. That's how you solve it. Okay, let's go to the third one. And restart. So, how are we going to do this one? Same stuff here. This yellow blocks out these. So the white one must go here, surround it, surround this one, yellow. And there we go. Pretty quick. I don't remember which one we're on. I think it's this one, number 4. So let's do number 4. We can't have a tree here because it would destroy yellow. Can't have a tree here, it would break pink. So that causes some columns that we can get dots from. Same thing here, so blue overrides the gray here because there's gray spaces here. And we're pretty much getting there now. What else do we have? We can't have a tree here because it would kill pink. And I think we can't have one here, it would destroy gray. I think... What am I missing? Oh, we can't have one here because it would break pink as well. I think we're just good to start. I don't know, guessing? And that actually worked. Okay. I didn't really know how to end that one, to be honest. Let's go to Parks 5. Sorry, I need to restart the puzzle. Okay, so for this one, we cannot have a tree here because it would break blue. Um, hmm. Why am I unsure about this one? Oh, here's something. If I had a tree here, it would block these. It would get rid of this entire row, and it would block these three yellows, which would create an impossibility. And that's kind of, I think, the big first step of the puzzle. So there's that. We can't have a tree here because it would break green. And we can't have a tree here because it would break yellow. Or, sorry, pink. We also can't have a tree here because it would break gray. And we can't have a tree here because it would break green. Can't have a tree here, it would break gray. And now we have yellow in the bottom, so this can't be here. Um, we can't have one here because it would break gray as well. And I think we should get close to doing this now. We can't have a blue one here because it would break green. I think we're ready to start placing. Let's go ahead and try this. I'm not sure if it's right, but we're going to try it. And there we go. That was a lot harder. Let's go to 6. And let's restart. Okay. If we had a tree here, it would break this pink. If we had a tree here, it would break the white. And if we had a tree here, it would break the blue. Can't have a tree here or here because it would break white. There's a tree here. Can't have a tree here, it would break blue. This is the last one remaining for white. This one's a lot easier. There we go. Oops. And now we get to go to 7 and restart it. Okay. So this gets cleared. This also gets cleared. There's one for yellow. Puts this tree here. Leaves one for white. Leaves one for blue. And that's the puzzle. So now you know how to play Parks.